Warning! If this video offends you, you are probably a little bitch. Enjoy. What is up, guys? This is Logan from Geeks of the West, and this is my part 4 video on a gamer's perspective on politics. I stuttered there a little bit, but hey, I'm going to keep that in because I can learn from my mistakes. How about that for them apples? That is right. Learning from my mistakes, which I think a lot of more people should do, but that is a topic for another video. Perhaps not on a gaming video unless I do like advice from a gamer type of stuff. I could do that. How do you like that intro? I like it. I think the intro is great. It's kind of funny, and it's true. It rings to be true. I want to touch in on firearms and guns. Owning a gun does not make you a killer. I can name tons of people with firearms who have had firearms in their house who have not killed nobody or who have not been killed. First off, it is my father. He has a gun. He has an SKS. He has a couple handguns. He has a bunch of guns that I don't even know about. He hasn't killed anybody. Nobody. And guess what? Technically, he is a felon. And he's had his record expunged. I think so. I don't know. He's had some history with this crime, but nothing that was related to gun violence. Let's see. Currently in my house right now, I'm staring at it, is actually a shotgun. It's a 20 gauge. It's a model Toppler, 185, 158. I don't remember. Single shot 20 gauge. I've shot it before. It was actually my grandfather's gun, and I got the weapon after my grandpa passed away, which was months ago. I want to say April or gosh, I can't remember. God, it's terrible. I love my grandpa. And he was in the Air Force, so there's another reason why I have a conservative view on firearms. And he's had plenty of weapons. Between my dad and him, they lived in the same house before my grandpa passed away. Probably had enough guns to destroy the entire neighborhood they were in. But you know what? They didn't destroy the neighborhood they were in. Do you know why? Because guess what? They were law-abiding citizens. And they understood that a police force would probably kill them, or somebody else with a firearm would probably kill them if they decided to do that. Not to mention, they had fucking morals. Imagine that. Somebody with morals with a firearm who's not going to use it to kill people. I haven't used it to kill people. So I just named 3 fucking people who are around a firearm. And you know what? I live with my mom. Okay? Yeah, I just graduated high school. Fuck it. Whatever. I haven't gone to college yet. And my mom's okay with me having a shotgun because, hey, she understands I'm not going to fucking shoot her in the fucking back when I get pissed off. Guess what? My mom and I argue sometimes. Never once have I thought about getting my gun and fucking shooting her. Could you imagine? Could you imagine me just like, come on. You know what I mean? I have a firearm, and I can get pretty mad sometimes. And I haven't used my firearm, people. Imagine that. It's pretty fucking crazy. I know. Just think about it. Think about it for a little bit. I haven't killed people. I have not killed anybody. Okay, that was a secret. I'm sorry. I had to whisper that. I haven't killed anybody and I have a fucking firearm. And you know what? My best friend, his initials are TK. He's had firearms in his fucking house, owned by both his dad and his uncle. And fucking, oh my god, he's still alive till this day. And he's my same age. That's crazy. He turns 19 in a couple of months. How crazy. I think his birthday is in September. Pretty damn amazing if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? He's still alive. So, I mean, guns must just be killing people left and right. And you know what? There's something that I just want to talk about real quick. It was something I read and it rings true. You know, we all hear the term that guns don't kill people, people kill people. And, you know, at first that sounds obviously like a juvenile argument. And, you know, it seems like a stupid pro-gun statement. It does sound juvenile. And liberals have fun picking that apart because it's just way too easy to counter. But, you know, people do need guns to kill people. So that's true. But the point is we need to target the source of the problem when it comes to gun violence, not the tool that is used. Just like with drinking and driving, we don't blame cars for the accident, even though without the car, it would be, you know, the problem, you know. And we're not blaming alcohol for the problem, or at least I hope we're not blaming alcohol. Alcohol had nothing to do with it. It was just a poor decision by a person. Because guess what? If they weren't drinking, or if they weren't in a motorized vehicle, vice versa, guess what? They fucking caused it. It was the drunk driver. We don't blame the alcohol or the car. We blame the drunk driver. We blame the person behind the wheel. Of course, there are some of those people who, pro-prohibition people who do blame the alcohol, which is understandable, but it's fucking ridiculous. Just like blaming a gun for a fucking gun violence. It's not the motherfucking gun. Okay? The cause of mass shootings and other gun violence is not the fucking gun. The point is like I said, we need to target the problem. Not the tools that were used, okay? We need to talk about mental health and, how we can provide services and other resources, which, guess what? Ding, 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 ding. This can create more jobs, whether it be local or some certified entrepreneur, wow, I got that backwards. Whether or not it's federal or some sort of a local entrepreneur or a state program. Okay. If somebody has mental illness, we need to treat them and provide whatever resources we can to help them. Okay. And, guns, people, they're not the problem. Okay. It's not the problem. It's just like video games. Video games don't kill people. People kill people. People have been killing people since before guns. It's been happening for fucking years. And you know what? Whether or not you believe it or however you interpret the Constitution, people do technically have the right to bear arms. And that is simply because, I'm just going to read the amendment, the Constitution to you, and I will analyze it so you understand. Okay, so, cough, cough. The Second Amendment of the United States literally reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, comma, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And a liberal will argue that, yes, it says that a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. Okay, we got that. Okay, yes, well-regulated militia, being National Guard, Coast Guard, state defense forces, and police, local federal police. That would probably count as the militia. Not to mention the right of the people to keep and bear arms. The people, meaning individual people. Because, when we say for the people, yeah, that means the fucking people. The people have the right to bear arms. The people, not the militia, have the right to bear arms. Because that specifically says a well-regulated militia. But this is talking about the people. You know what else? I'm gonna meet liberals on the level of smartass because they try to be a smartass when it comes to the U.S. Constitution, which in my opinion doesn't work. Well, let's look up what militia means. A military force that is raised from the civil population to supplement a regular army in an emergency, or a military force that engages in rebel or terrorist activities, typically in opposition to regular army, or all able-bodied civilians. Okay. Eligible by law for military service. Able-bodied citizens. So if we're gonna, meet on the level of smartass, a military force raised from the civil population to supplement a regular army. Meaning people. People. Trained people. Basically, all that trained technically has to mean is that you know how to properly use, clean, and hold a fucking firearm. That's if you want to be a smartass, you could technically fit that into the definition of militia. And well-able-bodied citizens, and we could, kind of twist the, definition of military and police, of course. Or rebels, which we would be the rebels. The Constitution was created so we can protect ourselves from the government, not so the government can protect us. It was made for us to protect ourselves from the government. If we oppose the government, we technically have the right to abolish it. And people can be like, well, that amendment was created back when there was only muskets. Exactly! That amendment was created when fucking citizens had the weaponry, had the weapons, the exact weapons that the military had. Guess what? We don't have that. Our guns are so fucking regulated. It is so fucking hard to come by an automatic weapon. Look, I'm not saying that fucking people should have something that holds 30 rounds that fucking fire 50 bullets per second. I mean, 30 bullets. You know what I mean? Like, machine guns. I don't, think that we should have machine guns. Well, I kind of do. I would love to have a machine gun. But you know what I mean? Like, we don't have military weaponry. We don't, for the most part, we don't have precision explosives like they do. Okay, we don't have fucking tanks like they do. I mean, we could build a tank and we could buy a tank legally, but the tank's not, the weapon, the cannon is not going to be operational for the most part. We literally cannot match the military in terms of weaponry. So, fuck you liberals, and conservatives, I think you're a bunch of jackasses too. Anyway, this is Logan from Geeks of the West signing out. I hope you enjoyed my gamer's perspective on politics and law and all that shit. Signing out.